Welcome. I'm your host, River, and I'm excited to start our third season of Did We Make Ourselves Clear? Now and always, this podcast clarifies the subject matters of love, life, and everything in between. I'm happy to be here, you guys. We've been through a lot today, but I have an exciting guest that is here with us. In case you don't know, this young man, we've had him. He has many different influences. Prince, J Dilla, to Radiohead, Miles Davis, Blvck Spvde is who we have today with us. I want to welcome this young man. How you doing today?
What's up? What it do? Yeah.
How you doing? We understand that, man, I had so many more things to say to you, but I'm doing so many different things since we've had some situations with our show, but we're happy to have you here. I do want to tell the people that you hailed from St. Louis. You were born and raised here, for those who don't know, and that you came from a soul and rap collective called Soul Tide in 1998. Is that right?
Yep, that's right.
And you were also signed to Ohm Records. You released an album, To Serve to Love. Is that correct? To serve with love. Right on. And also, you're a prolific producer, you're a singer, and your latest album is Blvck Spvde, The Something and Nothing Sessions. Yes. Right? Yes. And not only that, folks, but he's also done the theme song that you hear every episode. He's produced that for our podcast. So we want to definitely welcome you to the show, Blvck Spvde. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Our other person that usually is here with me, which is KP, we want to shout him out. He's not able to come today, so it's just gonna be me and you. So we want to have an intimate, interview with you about what you've done thus far and where you want to go in your pursuits in this music industry. So let me go with the first. Is there anything you want to say? Let me just ask you that.
No, I just appreciate. Thank you for having me. It's been a wild ride. It's probably like my second ever since the pandemic. Zoom, not even Zoom. I don't want to say Zoom, but interview.
Right, I dig it. So I guess my first question that I'm sure many of the people that would like to know. We got some comments that's coming in. We got some comments. I want to shout out Nina and Cynthia. Thank you for commenting, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. But my first question for you today is, how did you get the name Blvck Spvde? Tell us about your name.
Blvck Spvde, it's crazy since like day one. I've been kind of like always into like the nostalgic blaxploitation type of films. I've always been into like hip hop and knowing like the origins of it coming from the Bronx, and I've always wanted to be like in the Zulu Nation, and like a lot of the Zulu Nation were like the Blvck Spvde, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I know it's some stuff that Africa Bambaataa that may have been accused of or allegedly did, but that was before that happened, and I was definitely like like into hip hop at the time, and so Blvck Spvde came from like just just doing some research and figuring out that like some of the Zulu Nation was the Blvck Spvde.
Yeah. So it sounds like music has always been something, some type of influence for you. And you said the Zulu Nation and things like that, and black exploitation movies are things that got you kind of interested in music. Is that right? Is that a
Yeah, well, just that name in general, like, but I mean, you know, like Black Exploitation film have like some of the wildest names, but at the same time, but then not only that, like, you know, like some people might think like, well, man, why would you name it a name? But it was just what it was. A lot of people think I should have used my actual government name, Vito Money. A lot of people think that is a fake name, but it's just, that's actually my real name.
stage name? Yeah, it does sound like a stage name. So what got you interested in music then? Since you know black exploitation music was how you got your name. What got you into music?
Man, like I really, my mother and my father, mainly my father. My father just, he's not an artist or anything like that, but it was just like one of my biggest influences till this day. You know what I'm saying? I make music now to see, I mean, in the name of like my pops, you know what I'm saying? Like, because he's such an artsy dude, and you know what I'm saying, a very like soulful kind of dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's just, it was just energy just to see him like go dig for records, come get us on the weekends, come get me and my brothers, and like he just play chess and listen to like albums. And to me, all of the albums were just amazing that he listened to. So that's kind of how I got into it. I would say though, like knowing that I wanted to do music was probably like when I first heard Stevie like voice at like maybe like 3. Like when I would hear Stevie's voice, I would literally stop crying. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that Stevie Wonder does have, and he has some really deep lyrics too. I love
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
about Stevie. So you being both a recording artist and a producer, which of the two hats do you prefer, or do you like more, or do you feel more comfortable or find more enjoyment with?
Um, I really like I like it as a whole. You know, like I mean, I don't really like I feel like only in hip hop really sometimes that they try to make you choose. But I feel like once again going back to like Stevie, Stevie plays the drums, he produces, he's a writer. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, and he do all of those things well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, I just look at it as one unit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
I dig that.
you know, like I like it. I like it all. You know.
So it's safe to say that Stevie is one of your biggest influencers. Is that right? Or would you who are some other influencers that
I
you
mean,
might say?
first my pops, and then like Stevie and Prince after that.
Yeah, Stevie and your okay, I dig that. How would you describe to people who don't know you your musical style? Like what do you call consider your style of music?
I want to say like just avant-garde, like avant-garde black music. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it can fall in the lane of avant-garde jazz sometimes. It can fall in the lane of modern funk. Shouts out to Dame Funk from LA. Like it can fall in the lane of like soul. You know what I'm saying? Like not neo soul, but like actual soul. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it in that vein as well. You know.
Yeah, I dig that. Can you tell us a story of how you discovered, how you was discovered as a solo artist in the Bay Area?
So when we were Soul Tie, you know, like man, like Soul Tie used to mob up and go to concerts all the time.
Most definitely, most definitely.
We
I
used to mob, and so like a friend of mine, I mean, not a friend, but Cash, you know, Cash Flow, I think was the one, but we all went to the Erykah Badu and Huey Chestnut concert.
got you.
And so me, Coltrane, and Cash were soul brothers. and we both me Coltrane and Cash like and Brooklyn Mike like we kind of like you know what I'm saying like film music like it was just like them was like my go-to for like really like you know what I'm saying like on some like different stuff or whatever like that. So you know like I wanted to see Cody Chestnut. I never saw him, you know, and so we all went. And I want to say it was Cash who gave him the Soul Rebel CD. Gave it to Cody Chestnut, and Cody Chestnut let his road manager hear it, and his road manager like flew back the next day and was like, "Yo, like y'all got something. Like I need for y'all to like." He's like, I just you know what I'm saying I don't want to promise y'all like I can get y'all a deal, but I can promise y'all like I can get y'all out of the city and get y'all to the get y'all to the right platform that y'all need to be with this type
Right.
of city. Like he's like, this music is fresh and new and different, you know. And at the time it was. I mean, now you know, just now people catching up to make a lot of that type of stuff, you know.
Right.
And so you know, like so yeah, he flew back the next day and was like, yeah, I want to sign you. I want to like sign you, but not necessarily to a contract, but I just want to like be able to like have y'all as a manager if I could, you know. And so, you know, like Cash and Coltrane had other obligations, you know, so they were connected to a contract already. I
Right.
wasn't, you know, and I knew I needed to get to platforms, like because I knew that St. Louis alone just didn't have that platform for me, you know. And I just felt like maybe if I would have did that, then I could just kind of like slowly pull any and everybody else or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But you know, they didn't, and so Don ended up becoming my manager. And sure enough, by 2007, I moved to New York. But I was traveling. By the time he came back, I was traveling like I was out of town like every other day. And he made a EP and he pushed it and got my name out there. It was really Aloe Black. It's how I got signed because Aloe Black was a friend of mine. And Aloe Black is he was he was in New York showing it to everybody and was like, "Yo, this dude is nuts." He got the song "Saint Louis of Misery," and he was like, "Yo, y'all gotta hear him." So by that time, you know, like my manager at the time, which was Sean, he was convincing me like we should like post up in LA for a minute.
Right.
So we would sleep on Cody Chestnut's cousin's floor called Don Ray. His name is Don Ray. And yeah, that was it was just being out of town and like he said, like going to these like places and being a part of that culture and like networking, you know. And sure enough, you know, like home was just like yeah. It was this guy by the name of Jonathan. He was just starting the hip hop, rebooting the hip hop like section of home.
Right. Got you.
From there, yeah, it was that was that. I was coast to coast.
That's fantastic. Let's talk about your current project. It's called Black Spade Something and
Black
Nothing.
Spade, yeah, Black Spade and the somethings and nothings
And
session.
somethings and nothing sessions. I'm sorry, I correct. So tell me what led you to that style on this particular album. It's a different style from what I remember you starting out. So talk to us about that. What pulled you in that direction? Because it's a little more jazzy. It still has your style, the style that I'm aware of, familiar with. But talk to me about it. What do you want
Uh,
people?
I mean, I guess it just goes with age and not even on age, like you know what I'm saying. Like I've just been a lover of music. It was never really just about like hip hop and rapping. Like I feel like at any given time I should be able to like drop a verse, but at any given time I should be able to sing when I want to as well. You know,
Right, right,
like, me those are just like my mediums. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I really, I really there was just me wanting to. There was just a lot of stuff I was going through at the time. You know what I'm saying? and as well as like hopeless, hopeless and romanticizing is basically the B-side stuff um, of Something's to Nothing.
Okay.
So it's like a lot of that stuff was just like dealing with relationships, dealing with uh like cops and different stuff like that, and dealing with like having a friend who had to, you know what I'm saying, like knowing this guy that was like kind of a friend of a family who had to go through like if he would have told me he would have witnessed his son uh being killed in Ferguson, you know what I'm saying? Like
Wow. Yeah.
it's nuts. Like cat used to sit in the back of the class with me, and if I would have never imagined to be growing up with this cat, and he got like a son who got killed by the cops. Man, it's just so it was a lot going on.
Okay. During that time when you were right. Okay. Well, I want to give people a little sample of what that sounds like of one of the songs on this particular track, on this particular album. It is called. You want to introduce it?
Parallels.
Yeah. Yeah.
Parallels. It's actually produced by a friend in Virginia named Blvck
Okay.
Maker. And yeah, it was just that was definitely like an early track around the time like the whole Mike Brown Ferguson. Like, it was,
Okay. Well, I'm gonna let people get a sample of that. So let's do that real quick, okay? So listen up till you got listen in. We got Parallel with Blvck Spvde here. This is one of his tracks from the album, the Blvck Spvde Somethings and Nothings Sessions.
yeah.
Looking out my window for change, but she never seems to drop by. If it's in my will to make her show up, then I'll do it in a twinkling of an eye. Look at my pretty skin so stained. Look at my brother's pour like rain. Look at my brown skin so thin. Look at my brother's pour like rain. Yeah. Well, now, end of the summer breeze. These leaves come tumbling down all the trees. Nothing as verse at first, now memories. Tried to charge it to the game, but got stuck with a bunch of fees. DJ Khaled was locked, my brother, which one the key? For us to get free from pigs, yelling freeze. Tell them I ain't do it, but they like, nigga, please. It's gotta be more than the trap, but going to see you.
Right on. I love this track. I just want you to know it is one of my favorites, and I do love a couple of other songs on this same album. So I want you to know that you got a good, solid album out here, and this was done in 2020, right?
Yeah, like literally right before pandemic hit.
Okay. So just
yeah.
turned in. We talking to Blvck Spvde. I didn't mean to cut you off, Blvck Spvde. I want people that's coming into the room because we got more people coming in, more people commenting. I want to shout out Rep Jones from Family Affair. I got Cynthia Johnson in the room. Thank y'all. Eve's Nectar for joining in. Thank y'all for talking with us. What I want to say real quick, where can we get this album? Because I want people to know where they can get this. I'm sorry, I cut you off first. Finish your thought, and then I want people to know about the album. So go ahead and finish your thought.
Oh no, I was just saying it was right before the pandemic, and it literally was. I mean, I finished it right before like the transitioning of my dad. You know, he like my dad ended up writing us all like all of his kids like a book before he passed. You know, like notebook type of book. And you know, he in my book, you know, he was just basically like, yeah, you know, like in the end, like finish your story, finish your song. I'm digging the album. It looked like it's gonna be a solid album, you know. And it was just great, you know. That was cool that I got a chance to put it on his phone before he passed.
That is cool. That's wonderful. Well, let's show the folks where they can get your music. We see it's available on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, Tidal, and so many other places. Definitely check out his Bandcamp. It's going to be Bandcamp /Blvck Spvde. Is that correct, Black Spade?
Mhm.
And then also, I mean, I believe in just support and putting cash in the person's pocket. So I love the fact. Do you have this on hard copy anywhere, or is there other things that people can purchase to support you?
Well, I mean, Bandcamp will probably be the best because that's just like
Yeah.
hard copy. But at the same time, like I'm looking to like kind of reboot this album, or maybe like just Bandcamp allows you to do vinyl now, and
Yeah.
so I mean, I still sell vinyl
Yeah.
over in Europe and places like that. You can still listen to it. So, I mean, I had cassette tapes as well, but like they sold out. So that's good. But like at the same time, I'm gonna try to reboot it with the with the vinyl because I feel like it didn't get enough love as it may have should have got.
Yeah, and I think this is a fantastic album all the way around 360. So what else are you working on? Is there anything? Because the other day you were live on Instagram, and for those who want to follow him on Instagram, he's Blvck Spvde Music. But I saw you were. It seemed like you was rehearsing for something. Is that something that's coming up? Is there some shows you got coming up that you want people to know about?
So yeah, my friend he just moved here from California, and you know, like a lot of people do, like a lot of like just right now, people just like figuring out like ways to do like nice like performances in their own home or in like some studio space. And he's here. He's into film, so you know he wanted to shoot, and so that's we're just gonna put those out. Just having like content to be able to put out.
Right on.
And you know, I'm looking to really like just take all of my crafts like and just put them together. You know, like I feel like I'm really into film. You know what I'm saying? Like so, I hope to make a short film. And you know, like just want to be able to like tell my story through all of the stuff that I do. You know?
That makes sense. I love that. What tips would you give someone that's out there that's interested in getting into music? Music has been it's been an interesting ride for a lot of people I know, and I've been knowing you for quite some time. I think 2000s, early 2000s, so about 20 years. Not to date you, but to date myself, I don't mind. But it's interesting to see that people are still trying to get into the industry. So what would you suggest? What are some things that you would tell the young people that are coming up and they're interested in getting into the music business? What do you think? Tips?
To me, man, I feel like you got to recognize the feeling first. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm never really like that person to like say, "Hey, oh, you got a gimmick? You can do this, you can do that." Like, that person got to like know that like they love it and it's a feeling and it's an energy first before you can make any type of money from it or anything. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I only can go off of myself. Like it was a spirit to me. It was an energy. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just something that
I understand.
I wanted to do. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just yeah. I don't really have. I mean, if I can tell them something, I can tell them like if they're in St. Louis, I can tell them like don't be scared to you know what I'm saying, like go forward, you know what I'm saying, outside of St. Louis to other platforms and stuff like that, because sometimes in like cities, a lot of other places, you may not have the platform that you need, you know.
Exactly. I understand that. Just if there's anything that excites you is there anything that excites you about the St. Louis music scene? Because a lot of times people say, "Oh, we gotta, it's not much here." What would you say excites you about the St. Louis music scene?
The St. Louis music scene is not. I mean, it could be a really great scene. Like I love a lot of the young kids. I just went to a show at pro fields, and it's a lot of the young kids that normally rent from us from Blank Space to throw their shows. But it's good to see them taking the torch and making the best of it. But like I said, like I don't even know what that would take, but we got a lot of great talent here. We have a lot of like different things that we can do to come together. But I feel like I feel like if black music is the influence, then why does it play the back all the time? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can go and check out millions of white people at these white venues. I mean, and that's probably why, because it's a white venue. But at the same time, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can think of a gazillion people who would come to a white show. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, we hardly ever even get concerts. You know what I'm saying? Like, we hardly ever. It's just like why? Why is it like that? I just if you're gonna take the torch, I just say just keep pushing. You know, like it's hard. You know, even when I moved back to St. Louis, I knew that like I wanted to like at least try to like get forward progressive like black artists to like really like you know what I'm saying, like do stuff and be a part of the culture, but that gets hard to like take that torch all the time. You know.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. There's some other things that you do also besides producing and singing and songwriting now that I'm hearing you said you want to get into the film making, but there's other things like fashion, and you've always been like fashionable ever since I've met you, and your style in itself. What's going on with you, and possibly is there any fashion design that's coming that could be coming our way? Can we expect that to come from you at any time?
Yeah, but it's coming like me and Brandon Vaughn.
Yeah, I had him on the show a while back. Yeah, yeah.
We're doing this thing called Shannon and Sharon. We did it. We did it like pretty much maybe like 2 years ago, and Shannon was his firstborn, and Sharon is my mom's name. And I know Sharon is not about like anybody. Yeah, this is basically like me, like paying homage to like my ancestors. You know what I'm saying? All things existing, giving people their roses while they're alive.
Exactly.
And so the whole line is just like based around like family, but like with the fashion thing, like I'm more towards just really going towards just being able to have that as a piece as well as with the music and everything, you know what I'm saying? And so when Brandon came up to the show, props to DJ Noni at the Georgia May show up there at the Lowe's, we were just already having ideas about like a show with the brass band, like, and it's just like it is for me, like I don't even think of fashion no more. I just think of just being creative, and because I mean, hell, it don't need nothing else needs to be made on Earth at this point. So I'll upcycle and do whatever, you know, but at the same time, but yeah. So I got a few things with fashion coming up. The more art-based type of thing.
That's fantastic to hear. I love to hear that because as we know, your creativity doesn't stop in just the music and production and all those things that you currently do. I've always known that for you. Another question I have is about, you said live shows. Is there any live shows that you have coming up besides the one you mentioned with the young man from California?
I have a show in Columbia, Missouri. It's another festival. I had a show there in May for True False Film Festival. So it's another film festival August 7th in Columbia that I'll be doing. I'll be taking the band down there. The band is called the Cosmos.
Okay.
From Sunrise song. So Sunrise is one of my favorite jazz artists.
So we can find you're gonna post more about it on your Facebook or your YouTube or your Instagram channel.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, a couple shows.
Very nice, very nice. And they can hit you up at Black Spade or either at Black Spade Music in order to find out more. Is that correct? I feel like this has been a really quick interview. Is there anything more you want to share with people? Because I tend to just ask the questions and not really get into the depths of things. So is there more that I might have missed that you might want to share with the people?
No, I mean, that's. I mean, I feel like the questions you asked were cool. I mean, is there anything else you got to ask?
Oh, I thank you for joining us today, man, because you could have been anywhere but on my little platform. But I appreciate you being here. For our viewers out there, I ask that you definitely check out Black Spade's latest album, which is called Black Spade. Tell 'em.
Black Spade and Some Things and Nothing Sessions.
That's right. And we're going to put that up one more time so you guys can see how you can support this man and in his musical and talents and endeavors. iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music. Tidal is how you can catch up or hear any of his music. You can also go to Bandcamp and check out his music and support him there. We definitely are all about giving people their flowers while they're here. This hence the reason why we started this podcast, is letting everyone that I know that has left a mark in my life the chance to let other people know about them that may not know that's in my circle. You know what I'm saying? So again, I can't thank you enough for showing up and showing out for the show. Next time, I'd love to have you back. Can I get a yes that you coming back on the show? And I'd like to have you doing some live beats or something. Is that doable? Is that something we can do?
Sure, anytime.
All right, that's what's up. And I definitely want to have you with KP, because KP brings the energy, and he's such a great guy, not only being my cousin, but also being a fellow performer as well. So I support all that you do. And for my viewers out there, I ask that you tune in Tuesday, July 13th at 6:30 p.m. for our hip hop artist, female artist by the name of Lady Smoker. She's going to be on here to talk to you about what she's got going on. She's fantastic. So, and if you're wondering where our audio versions of the podcast are located, please join us on our Patreon page. It's at patreon.com/Did We Make Ourselves Clear. This is a way that you can support not only the show, but the people that's behind the film and the sound here. Remember to subscribe to us on YouTube, because we are on YouTube. And as if you're watching us live, all of our lives are on YouTube. So check us out there and support us on our Facebook page. So in the words of Goody Mob, I know the Lord ain't brought us this far just to drop us off here. Did we make ourselves clear? Peace, guys. Thank you so much. What?